For you to understand the moral of the story, there will be three different instances with three, different parts. Each of those parts have one thing in common. They probably might have multiple things, but there's one thing I want y'all to focus on. So don't focus on the other shit. Focus on the obvious, or a very clear, distinctive pattern. Whoa, what the fuck happened? Whoa, I know it's not as pretty as the original cut was, but I have to trim this shit down because it's or else it'll be like Doom. Beautiful effects, boring ass story. So basically, just remember, three main stories, one main subject. That connects them all. Story one. I'm in my English class. My teacher's out here rambling about the new My Little Mermaid trailer that came out, talking about how it's so empowering and shit, how it's what black kids need. She's just talking. She's like, we need this. This is so important for society, for young black kids. And I'm like, get to the point, bitch. So basically, her point was to ask us, what do you guys think? Don't give a shit. Got up, walked to the bathroom. And on my way, I thought to myself, nigga, I can't stand these white bitches thinking they know what's good for us. I'm tired of these motherfuckers talking about, oh, this is empowering, they love this. As if I didn't feel empowered as a little boy watching the likes of Rex, Agent 6, and Bobo fucking up monsters and shit. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm in the bathroom, I go do a number two, finish what I had to do, done, boom, all done. What I do next? Took out my Pampers, because, when a really clean sanitary mission had to wipe the motherfucker spotless clean. Basically, I whitewashed my ass. We went full colonization on that motherfucker. Holy shit, it was crazy. That shit was like the French folks in Algeria. I wiped everything. You know what I'm talking about? So, after I was done, I heard this urinal flushing. I was like, all right, cool, don't care, it's just some pissing. I walk out of the toilet stall, right? I just see the toilet flushing. I see no one there. I'm like, who flushed the toilet? Who flushed the urinal? Weird. I approach one of the three empty sinks and I wash my hands. Story done. Story one, done. Instance two. I'm in my theology class. Again, same bullcrap. I don't know what it is with these college professors always talking about some dumb shit, but that's exactly what my professor did. He was asking these dumbass questions like, what is whiteness and what does whiteness do? That was his question. When he said that, I was like, what the fuck is this talking about? What is whiteness? What the fuck are you talking about? So, I raised my hand and I asked him, look, professor, what do you exactly mean with this question? Because, it's such a vague and broad question to ask what is whiteness that you could mean multiple things. So could you please specify? Of course, this doesn't answer my question and instead goes on another tangent about some random shit. And basically, this says, I'm so glad that you asked this question. You see, it serves a moral purpose for me to get through your comprehension sphere, for you to broaden your perspective, to understand and analyze these certain theories that have been handed to you, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, didn't answer my question. So I'm like, all right. I ask him again. I'm like, yo, partner, how about you grow some balls and ask us what the it is you're really trying to ask us? Because tell me why I got a feeling that your what is whiteness question is not referring to snow, Coca-Cola bubbles, or the fucking shade of a Yeti's fur. Okay? So how about you grow some of these and ask us what the fuck you're really trying to ask us? Because it's college, every time they ask questions about color, it's always some stupid shit or some historical shit, that may or may not be still valid, but giving us these pussy-ass college professors, they always switch it and make it sound uninteresting. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it doesn't answer. So, same deal. I walked out of the bathroom and then I went to go for piss. So, over there, I approached the urinal and then there's someone right next to me. Same deal. We were both tired ass trying to piss out the bullshit we hear from these college professors. So I go in there, I whip out my screamer stick and start releasing, I release the energy and after I wiggle my shit, to rid any excess drops of urine for the not to stain my pants and my hands. After that, right next to me, I assumed did the same thing. I mean, I'm not looking. It's not like I was looking, if I'm being honest. And cool. We both flushed the urinal. I turn to my left. I see no one. I'm like, what the f? What just happened? I know damn well there was someone that walked in there alongside me to go release some energy into the urinal. How is it that the moment I turn around, I'm by myself and all I see are 2 flushed urinals? I know I didn't piss while flushing both of them. I ain't got 3 hands, and why would I waste my time flushing 2 urinals? I ain't 5, I ain't 12. And even at those ages, I was too busy thinking about some other shit. Or discovering new things. Like same gig. I approach one of the 3 empty sinks, wash my hands, instance 2 done. Instance 3. Now this is me in my theater class. Now, motherfuckers gotta know, I love this class. It's not like my other classes where teachers bullshit talking about some random crap. First of all, the teacher's actually funny. She's a funny professor. Number 2, we don't have any written work, so I don't have to worry about being lazy. Well, maybe because I got to memorize lines, but I ain't got to worry about writing anything down, right? And third of all, I'm the only guy in that class. And given that none of these women are ugly, distractions come and go like a mother. So I'm in my theater class, rehearsing, because you know the gig. There's always like a little scare play that you have to do at the end of the semester. I'm in there rocking my shit, knowing all my lines, doing better than my colleagues and shit. So much so that the professor was impressed. So much so that one of the students was impressed out here, going up to me saying, how are you doing so well? You were f***ing up last week totally. Like, how are you doing so well? Can you teach me? I thought to myself, I said, whoa. Zoom, I walk out of there, not because of bullshit. I was actually pretty happy, but I had to go to the bathroom, right? Somebody opens the door, walking out of the bathroom. Since it's a tight space, he briefly touches my shoulder and excuses himself. And then I was like, all right, you're excused. I went in there to check on my face to see if I looked good, to see if I still had it like that, and motherfucker, I do. I still got it like that, motherfucker. I forgot to mention, there was a flush toilet. Like, the toilet was flushing while I was checking my face. And I was like, damn, this is in the stall for like the entire 2 minutes after the toilet being flushed while I'm checking out my face. What the fuck is going on? So I turn around, I see no one. I was like, what? Mind you, the toilet started flushing once this dude grabbed my shoulder and walked out. So I was like, how the hell did this brother not do what you usually do after you're done using the bathroom? So then I did what any logical Negro would do. I smelled my shoulder. Ugh! This motherfucker put dick residue on my fabric. This smells like fish sauce. I gave it away. But can you tell? Well, mind you, the third instance is over. But can you tell what this pattern is? I gave it away. Very easy. This clear pattern in all these 3 stories. Can you tell what the pattern is? If not, let me just say it. Moral of the story. Wash your hands. Wash that. It's your hands, not your feet. You touch everything with that. You don't want to leave your microbes on people, potentially making them sick and having them smell like dick residue without it being their intention. You have a sink. It's used for you to wash your hands, not to piss on while your mother isn't looking. And here's how and let me tell you exactly the step-by-step way of washing your hands. You approach the sink. There are sensors. You put your hands on the damn sensors. Let the water unleash. As the water's rinsing your hands, scrub that. Then you have a box of soap with, again, sensors. Go on it. Go near the sensors. Hover over that. The soap's gonna drop on your left hand, and then you will scrub. You combine your hands with the soap and the water. You keep washing. Once you're done, sprinkle that in the sink, or don't. I don't give a f. And then you have two boxes, one that releases paper and one that releases air. And you guessed it, sensors, so you don't have to touch anything. And then right after that, you're done. Your hands are nice and beautiful. They're soft and smooth, as dry as one of the Sahara deserts, as clean as heaven. Clean your hands. Clean your hands. You guys are like at least 18, 19, 20. You guys are full-blown adults and you ain't washing your hands? What the you going out here touching people while you got dick residue all over your hands? You've got male genitalia leftovers on your skin that you're transferring to other people's pores. You nasty American mother. Let me tell you something. Next time that happens, I'm gonna follow you to your class. And I'm gonna make the announcement to everybody, including your classmates and professor, of course, because who else would there be, the boogeyman? That you didn't wash your hands, buddy. That you're full of dick residue. And then what's gonna happen? As you feel your comrades mocking you, laughing at you, treating you like the joke that you are, your teacher shaming you, then you will feel pain. You'll feel your heart electrocuting itself as the blood flow is reaching out, finding a place to leave, but it can't. So your veins start to feel tight. You start to feel tight within your own skin. Your muscles clench up. You feel fear. And that's when you realize that you're a fucking piece of shit. Wash your hands.